Hi, today's topic is pretty normal, pretty simple, but it is really useful for those people who are in training or aspirant recruiters and junior recruiters. Because today I'm going to cover four topics, which is US states and abbreviations. Most of the people might have already known about it or researched about it, but still, and time zones, how to read phone numbers, and how to read address. Why reading a phone number or address is important? Because if we read it the way we are doing now, and if you don't know the proper information of the words, what are there in the address, that will tell the recruiter the person who is calling is not much experienced or doesn't have much knowledge about the work or the location what he or she is working on. Alright, so let's go to the United States. It has 50 states. Alright, America has 50 states, and in address you see these abbreviations, these short forms in every address. So whenever you come across, you have to pronounce the full state, like Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland. Don't go with Maryland, okay? It's not Maryland, but it's Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan. Few guys go with as a Michigan, so it's not Michigan, it's Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, not Hampshire, it's Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah. And that time recruiter gets confused, is it a Utah or Utah? It's Utah. Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Alright, so Washington is a state, and sometimes you need to ask when you get a job, it's a Washington DC or Washington, okay? Because Washington DC, it is the capital of America, and it is in Eastern, and this Washington is a state which is in Pacific, okay? And let's go to the United States map, and this color is in Eastern time zone, this is Central, this is Mountain, and this is Pacific. It's generally called as EST, CST, MST, and PST. Next it comes daylight saving. It plays a major role while calculating the time, what is our current time and what is the time in United States. So it has 10.5 hours difference from India to US. So while calculating, you need to keep that in mind. Alright, so coming to the daylight saving, alright, it starts it is already started last year on November 5th, and it is going to end on March 10th, and March 11th it is going to start, and November 3rd it is going to last. So generally it falls second Sunday of March and first Sunday of November. Okay, so that is what a recruiter has to keep in mind, because when someone is working on EST time zone, that person should not be ending up calling a Pacific person who might be sleeping at that point of time. Alright, so going down to the phone numbers, it has 10 numbers altogether, and how you call it, that is going to make big difference. In India we take 5 and 5, but in US it goes by 3, 3, and 4. So you need to read 412, 321, 22, and 33. So this number is just for an example. This number is not real, as I said, and it's an example. So first three number represents area code, their city codes. To look for that, you have to go to the allareacodes.com. all right, here it is, and you just add the area code, the number that you get, let's say 678. If you find, if you look up, it is going to show which area that phone represents. All right, why it is necessary is when you get a call from a person, from your candidate, and that number represents let's say Georgia, and that person claims in California as a resident for a longer time, you may ask the question. You can go to the resume and check whether that person has stayed ever in that location in Georgia. If not, you can ask, how did you end up getting the Georgia number? All right, and next we go to the address, and this is very important, because when you read the address, read out and reconfirm, if you don't know exactly the words, what does this represent, then it is going to end up showing you are not experienced enough, or you don't know about the location and those stuff. So here when you see AVE in the address, you need to go with avenue, road, street, lane, drive, way, boulevard, etc. So when it is like that, you need to read 5138 UTSA Boulevard, not BLVD. all right, San Antonio, Texas. And these 5 digits are zip codes. The way we have 6 digits in India, they have 5 digits there. And you find these kind of address 7N155 Nancy LN. No, that's not the right thing. 7 North 155 Nancy Lane, Chicago, Illinois 60175. This is how you gotta read it. All right, so here are the abbreviations that I have listed out. RD is road, ST street, AVE avenue, BLVD boulevard, LN lane. So you may find these information online, or if you want, share your email ID. I'm gonna share this document with you. Okay, so next is the date format. In India, we go with the date, month and year, and in US they go by month, date and year. So you need to understand always when you give your dates, go with month first, then date, and when you get it, that is how it is. So the primary information which is very important here is the how you're gonna read the address, the numbers and time zones you need to remember, and abbreviations when you read out the state names properly. All right, I hope you liked it, and for more information I'm going to share Boolean strings, X-ray strings and everything, and who are beginners and who just started, focus on this and it is going to be useful in long way. Thank you very much. This is Suman Pachigulla on a mission to impact 5 million lives. Bye bye.